Earl Spence versus Terrence Crawford. The fight that have the streets on fire. Got the fans split in half, debating, arguing, threatening each other about who's going to win this fight. Spence versus Terrence Crawford. Both sides appear to be confident that their man has the skills to pay the bill. And I'm going to say this. See, I'm not going to reveal right now who I think going to win. And the reason is because right now, I just don't know. I can make a guess. I can make an educated guess using my boxing mind to tell you who do I feel is going to win. But the fact is that when I look at Crawford, when I look at Spence, I see two men who has never even thought about defeat as a professional. I see two captains, two head of the mafias, two guys that only know, like DJ Khaled say, is it DJ Khaled? I gotta win no matter what. This is that fight. This is that fight. Will it do better numbers than Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis? I don't know. But this is the fight. This is the one where the winner actually affects boxing history. This is the one where, in all matters of it, you really don't know. Both guys, there is, like, when you talk about Gervonta and Ryan, everybody kept saying, oh, Ryan, he's inexperienced, but his speed. It's like with Ryan Garcia, people was having hope. They was on their hope train to success that they thought Ryan Garcia was going to beat Gervonta Davis. But most people said Gervonta Davis is going to crack that black walnut. He's going to crack him. And he did. But when you look at Terrence Crawford, he's no Ryan. They're not talking about it. He got no experience. When you look at Errol Spence Jr., he's no Ryan. They're not talking about his he don't got the experience. Both of these guys have experience. They pass all the tests. Terrence Crawford already tasted undisputed. I think he said tastes good. That was at 140. Now he's at 147. Errol Spence is trying to get that taste. He smell it. He's hungry for it. He want that taste. You know what? Let me do something. Put his phone down, me. I'm in the old car. Guys, smash that like button, man. Listen, guys, I'm out. You know what I do, man. I'm at work, putting that work in. I'm coming out, taking my lunch break. I say, you know what? I'm gonna talk to them for a little bit. Then I'm gonna do my thing for a little bit. All right, that's how we're gonna do it. I'm gonna talk my stuff, and I'm gonna do my stuff after. And all you gotta do is smash the like, subscribe to the channel if you have not. If you agree with me, tell me. If you disagree, let me know. You can get this smoke. You can get it. I did a short on this earlier. I did a short. When I look at Terrence Crawford, this guy is accurate. Precision puncher, good counter puncher. Head body, he hits you, right? He has a switch like over the top, like Sylvester Stallone had an over the top. He has a switch that when he needs to turn it on and get straight focused, he has proven to do it. Ask Sean Porter. Remember? Sean Porter, they told him that should they had Sean Porter up? Terrence Crawford, like, how? How is he up? How? Bo Mack trying to talk to him in the corner about what to do. He said, nah, Bo Mack, they talking about Sean Porter up. How? He stood up, looked at the guy, said, wait a minute. So he up, they got him up. Dude said, yeah. He said, all right. 15 seconds later, Sean Porter was down. Down. After they just told Terrence Crawford he was up on the scorecards. Now, when I look at these two guys, let's talk about power. Let's talk about power between Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. Something that on the surface, I think most people might say, or at least some might say, Earl Spence Jr. got that power. He got that edge. I'm going to say this. I think it's different. I think it hit different. Ain't that something in boxing, right? I think it hit different. I think Earl Spence Jr., I think he have heavy shots, the thudding shots. And he keeps thudding you and thudding you and thudding you till he try to thud you out of there. He tries. He crack eye sockets. This guy got a knack for eye sockets. He goes for them. He thuds you out of there. But Terrence Crawford seemed like he got those shots that they put you down. I can't say if it's necessarily more heavier or harder, or is it more precise? Because, you know, when we go back, we watch the fights with him and Mean Machine, and he's hitting Mean Machine, but it's like when he turns it on, he gets you out of there. He flipped the switch on Sean Porter with a shot. Now, all that's going to come to play in the fight. Terrence Crawford, I think a lot of people say he's known for being like a slower starter. Earl Spence Jr., he might be a fast starter. What is Earl Spence Jr. you got? I got to go back and watch. I don't know if Earl's a slow starter. I think Earl might be one of them guys that he just keep excelling a little bit each round. So I can't say that he just starts slow and then builds up. I think he I don't know. It's hard to say. I guess at that point you can say a little bit slow too, but I don't know, man. Like even when I saw him fight Ugas, I thought when I saw Earl Spence Jr. fight Ugas, I only watched it once. I remember Earl Spence Jr. He was trying to do his thing, but I thought Ugas was actually doing okay until Earl Spence Jr. He had to go to plan B. I'm telling you, man, what beat Ugas was not plan A. It was plan B. Because when Earl Spence Jr. was on the outside, Ugas was landing some shots. And when Earl Spence Jr., when he flipped that switch, man, that's why I called him a workhorse in that short I did earlier. If you ain't seen it, go check it out. Earl Spence Jr. start putting that pressure on Ugas. And I'm talking about when he get inside, he worked. It was almost like those boxing drills I do, like when you're tired until you block it out and just keep going, keep going. And he just kept touching him. It wasn't no, let me just pick this precise shot and go, No, he was working. He just working. And he consistently chopping you down. And he's going to try that as well against Terrence Crawford at some point. He's going to try it as well. That's what makes it so 50-50, because both of these guys have success. Both of these guys have green lights in their eyes. No yellow, no red, green light in their eyes. They're on go. They have no brakes. They haven't been given a reason to pump brakes in their professional career. Their confidence is to the ceiling. They both are ready, and I'm ready too. I'm almost maybe a little nervous because we actually about to get it, about to find out who's gonna win this thing. I'm so happy. Like, I'm happy, you know what I'm saying, at the same time, and I just don't know, you know, like a lot of these fights, like Garcia versus Ryan, even though I thought it was going to be interesting, I was pretty strong that Gervonta was going to get it. This is a truly highly anticipated bout. Truly. Smash that like button, guys. Do me a favor. If you catching it live on replay, we're on that ground of 10K, man. I've been going about the last week. You know, my son Otis is out of school. So, you know, we did like a little vacation, guys, you know, swimming, boating, riding four-wheeler. So spend a little time with family, you know. So I'm back trying to get these videos, you know, back cracking. So I hope you guys can subscribe to the channel, guys. Let's get that 10K. I'm telling you, man, when you like me and you standing on your own 10, man, it's not as easy, especially if your videos are going viral. YouTube got you shadow banned. It's hard for your videos to even surface when somebody holding your head underwater. It's hard for you to breathe because I'm being shadow banned. It's like I'm really contradicting each other. I'm trying to grow, but I'm shadow banned. It's hard as hell. Nearly impossible. But let's get it. Terence Crawford, precision punching, head body counter punching. In some of his fights, in the first few rounds, maybe you can say he's collecting data. I won't argue with you. But people have seen to be able to box with Terence Crawford in those earlier rounds. Kell Brook, Sean Porter. Who else I'm thinking about? I could just stop at those two, to be honest. Mean Machine, I could throw him in there. They have been shown to be able to box with Terence Crawford and have success in those early rounds. But either he's a slow starter or he uses those rounds to collect data. They used to say it about Floyd, remember? They used to say Floyd was a slower starter, then he'd come on. And to be honest, it's like, they used to say that about boxers sometimes, that the pressure fighter will be favored, in the first half of the fight, and then the smarter fighter or the better, with the better IQ would figure it out, and then they'd take over in the second half. They just said about Floyd. They said at one point that Floyd was a slow starter, but when he figured you out by around 4 or 5, he'll switch it and then he'll take over. And they're kind of maybe saying it about Terence Crawford. But what a lot of fighters nowadays is actually been the flip, right? Look at Speedy, right? Speedy Ellis. He was a fast starter, and then he didn't. Then he faded, and the pressure fighter caught up with him in the end. Caleb Plant was a fast starter, and then it caught him with him at the end. Hit that light. But this is a fight that the fans, it's not even going to be no gray area. Or if it is, it's so little, it goes unnoticed. They're either going to be extremely happy after this fight or extremely sad. That's it. They are going to be talking about, we're going to get them back in a rematch. The first word you're going to hear after this fight conclude, the first word or phrase or statement is, this is some bull-ish. Man, it's some bull-ish. Man, it's set up. But guys, I'm going to take the rest of this lunch. Hope you guys smash that like. 15 minutes or less, giving you my very best. What's blazing in sports? Remember, guys, whenever there's something out there, you want to know what's hot, you come to me and I'll tell you what's blazing in sports. And I'm out.